Welcome to the Internet Quality Academy. The channel is for the quality control engineer, site engineer, and the civil engineer who are working in the construction field. In this channel, we are dealing with anything and everything which is required to get success in the construction industry. So today also, I'm going to discuss about important topics in the construction. Rather, I want to discuss about a construction material that is fly ash. Fly ash is now commonly used construction material in the construction industry. It is used in sub-base, it is in the concrete, and also it is used in the producing of the fly ash bricks. So what is fly ash, how it is produced, and what is the detrimental effect of environment of fly ash and on the human life, and how we can minimize that one. Today I want to discuss each and everything about the fly ash, and stay tuned until the end to get the full information about the fly ash. And if you are new on my channel, kindly subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so that whenever I upload a new video, you will get immediate notification. So without wasting time, let's jump into the subject, that is what is fly ash. The first, we need to know what is fly ash. Now, fly ash is a fine powdery material that is a byproduct of burning pulverized coal in thermal power plant. In the thermal power plant, to produce the power, we need to burn the coal in a boiler. And when the coal is burned, that is the fly ash is produced. So it is a byproduct. So to run a thermal power plant, we need to burn the coal, and as a result we will produce the byproduct or the fly ash. And what is consisting in the fly ash? It is consisting mainly silicon dioxide, aluminum oxide, iron oxide, and along with other trace element. Now this fly ash is a byproduct, but it is has a detrimental effect on environment. It can causes the land pollution, air pollution, water pollution, and as well as it has a detrimental effect on human life. So we need to use it or reuse it so that the environmental effect should be minimum in our earth. So how it can be used is, let's jump to the point. Now this is the fly ash. Now we need to know how the fly ash is produced. Fly ash is produced in first in coal combustions, then fuel gas collection, ash collection, then storage and handling. These are the simple four storage. There is a different stages is there, but for the simple way, these are the four minimum stages we need to know that fly ash is produced. For is coal combustion, first is what is happening, pulverized coal is burned in the combustion chamber of a thermal power plant, because the coal is the main raw material for the thermal power plant to produce electricity. So what is happening, first thing is coal is burned in the combustion chamber to produce the electricity. So when the combustion process produce hot fuel, flue gases and ash, so it is produces the gases and ash. Now, what is happening? These gas has to collect. How it is to be collected? This flue gas collection. The flue gases carrying fly ash particles are directed through electrostatic precipitators or biogas filters. So there can be two different ways, that is electrostatic precipitator or that biogas filters. And then when it is gas is carrying this one, this system capture the fly ash particles from the flue gases. So what is happening when it is passes through an electrostatic precipitator or baghouse filter? What is happening? This system captures the fly ash particles from the flue gas and it is separating the fly ash. Now, whenever it is separating, then now we need to collect the fly ash. This what is happening? The captured fly ash is collected from the precipitator or the filters and transported to the storage silos. So first is the coal is burning, and when this coal is burned, the flue and the gases is produced, and it is passing through a electrostatic precipitators or the baghouse. Then the system is separating the fly ash and collecting the fly ash. Then it is collected and transferred to the storage silo. Now, the fly ash is then stored in silos or bins until it is transported for use or disposal. Now, it is a byproduct. Every day it will come to the thermal power plant. It will produce. Now, what will happen? It is either disposed or it is transported to the other use. Now, it can be conditions with water or other additives to improve handling and reduce dust generation during transportation and storage. So, these are the process that the fly ash is produced whenever the pulverized coal is burned, that is coal combustions, fuel gas collections, ash collection, and then storage and handling. So these are the steps the fly ash is produced in the thermal power plant. Now, environmental impact, it has the huge environmental impact. So we need to know what will be the detrimental effect on environment of the fly ash. The first things, it has the air pollution. So what is happening? It's produce a dust and the traceable element. What is happening? Fly ash particles can become airborne during handling and transport, contributing to air pollution and respiratory health issues. So whatever the particles is there in the fly ash, that is harmful for our health as well as our air or as well as earth. So it will help the respiratory problem and other problems, and contributing air pollution quality is very poor. So these are the things, dust generation and the trace element. What is trace element? Fly ash can contain trace elements like mercury, lead, and arsenic, which can be harmful if not managed properly. So these are all the harmful ions and harmful substances inside the fly ash. Now, if it is thrown into the earth or in the air, what will happen? Our air will be polluted, and our animal life and plant life will be in danger. So these are the air pollution can causes by the fly ash. Then water pollution can also be causes by the fly ash. How? Improper disposal or storage of fly ash can lead to the leaching of heavy metals and other contaminants into the groundwater and surface water. So if that all materials going to the groundwater and the surface water, it will come into the whenever we are digging out the water from the ground, and it will consumed by the animals or the human life. So again, it will be a threat for the human life or the plant or animal life. So a fly ash also causes the water pollution. And again, the land degradation. How it is? The coal required to produce fly ash involves mining activities that can degrade land and ecosystem. So fly ash only can be produced when the thermal in the thermal power plant coal is burned. But how this coal is coming to our thermal power plant? It is mining or digging from the earth. So again, it is a land degradation. And also, whenever it is fly ash is disposed in the land fertility will be less, and it will be a deserted one. So that is also it is not good for the ecosystem and the land. So we have seen that the environmental impact of fly ash on air pollution, water pollution, and the land degradation. Now, if it is continue, because the thermal power plant is there, so we need to produce the electricity, and whenever we produce the electricity, the fly ash will produce, and it will affect detrimentally on the environment. Now, we need to manage that one. So how? We need to utilize the fly ash, whatever it is producing, into the thermal power plant. How we can use that in waste utilization? So how this reduction in landfill uses? Using fly ash in a construction material reduces the amount of waste that would otherwise be disposed on it of in landfill. So if we land use it is a landfill, the land fertility will be deteriorated, and the crops will not grow. So what will happening? We need to use this fly ash in our construction uses, like in concrete production, in the mortar production, or in the fly ash bricks, or in the subbase, in wherever we are doing any road or any everything. So in this way, we can reduce the landfill, and we can increase the or we can minimize the environmental impact. Then resource conservation. It conserves natural resource by replacing a portion of cement in concrete production. So if we are not using the cement in a certain proportion, that means we are conserving our resource, because fly ash anyway, it is a byproduct, it will produce. Now if we are using this one in a construction industry, then we are resourcing our conserving our resource. We are helping our environment to be clean. Then a reduction in greenhouse gas emissions. How? It is lower the CO2 emission. Using fly ash in concrete reduces the demand of cement production, which is a significant source of CO2 emission. As we know that whenever the cement is produced, the CO2 gas is produced, and it is you going to the air, and it is polluting the air pollution. So whenever we are using fly ash as a construction material as the replacement of cement, so what will happen? The significant amount source of CO2 emission will be less. So in this way, we can lower the CO2 emission, which is help the quality of the environment or the air. Then energy savings. The energy required to produce fly ash is lower than the required to produce cement. So also in this way, we are saving the energy. So in this way, we can utilize the fly ash, whatever the detrimental effect was there for the fly ash. But if we are using that one as a construction material, so we are helping you the reduction in landfill use, resource conservation, lower CO2 emissions, and energy savings. So these are the things we can utilize of fly ash. Next part is relevant IS code. Now, whatever in India we are using, that has the code, that in code has mentioning each and everything about what is the criteria and how we can select the material, how we can use the fly ash. We cannot use as per our own. So what is the relevant IOS code for the fly ash? There are two codes. One is IS 381112 part 1 and IS 3812 part 2, 2013, and reaffirmed in 2022. But whenever you are checking, you are watching this video, please check with the BIS website whatever the latest IS code is, because they are changing every day, and so we need to keep ourselves updated by checking in the BIS website. So these are the relevant IS code we should follow whenever we are using the fly ash. The next is, what is the classification fly ash as per IS code? So it is classified two grade, in the grade 1 and grade 2. Grade 1 is classified in IS 3812 part 1, and in grade 2 classified in 3812 part 2. So what is part grade 1 and grade 2? Grade 1 is for use as a pozzolana in cement mortar and concrete. So in grade 1, fly ash should be used in pozzolana in cement mortar and the concrete. And what is grade 2? Grade 2 is for use as admixtures in cement mortar and concrete. So if we want to use that admixture as a fly ash in a cement mortar and concrete, then we need to use the grade 2 concrete and to follow 3812 part 2. And if you want to use pozzolana in cement or cement mortar and concrete, then we need to follow the 3812 part 1. So these are the things we need to check whenever we are dealing with the fly ash. In the next video, I will come with what is the properties of fly ash, the physical and chemical properties of the fly ash, and how we will can select the fly ash as per our requirement. As for now, today it's all about the fly ash, and I hope you find it useful. And if you find it useful, kindly subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon, so that whenever I upload a new video, you will get immediate notification. And I'm waiting for your valuable comments, so that from your valuable comment, everybody will be benefited. And if you want to know anything more about quality and construction, please let me know. I will come with more content like this. And if you are feel you are stuck in your quality control career, please book a one-to-one call with me, which is completely free. In this call, I will uncover the secret of a quality control success, and the link is in description box. Please call and book a call. I will help you to career or shape up your career in the construction. And thank you once again for watching me.